process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Al Horford out there with Seth Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Curry. Hero for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And this is an area where Tyler Hero is so dangerous. No hesitation off the catch.
Curry, no good. Powell passes to Mitchell. Now Hero, defended by Podziemski. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Hero's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hands.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Brian, back over to you.
And Ali, thank you for that. Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Hero for 3. And again, no good by Miami. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Curry, he's open. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Outside Adebayo. They need this. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Right side Curry, fires for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Miami making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. Let's see some of the numbers here for Stephen Curry.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now here's Adebayo. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Curry with it. He's guarded by Hero. And the Warriors with another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Adebayo. There's the 3. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
The Warriors lead by 9. And here's Curry for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Wiggins finds Adebayo. And here's Hero. Lets it go from deep. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Well, when you look at Hero's numbers, this is a guy who shoots a good percentage from deep with a high volume.
Lets the 3 fly, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 11.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Podziemski. Curry, no good.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
He drops it from range.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, ring it up from long distance.
Limitless range.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Heat trail by 9. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. From outside, off the mark. Adebayo's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Horford. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And I'll tell you, it's pretty amazing. They were even in the game, to be honest. I mean, they didn't play well and still almost came away with it.
And yet they ended up right there. They could have stolen that win. It's definitely a missed opportunity they'd like to get back.
Here's Curry. And he comes up with a bucket. Curry's got 16 points now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
Norman Powell out there with Jakic. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Khalil Ware, and it's Larson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Melton on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Heat trail by 14. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Coach is loving the ball movement.
Golden State has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And that one's good. Spencer.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. For 3, Powell. Santos pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 13. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It seemed like coming into that game, they looked a little off, and they never really hit their stride.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at the Warriors. Right now, they're in 10th place, hoping to get themselves into the playoff picture.
Well, I think for Golden State, they can stay alive if they win out or come close to it. Now, it would be an uphill battle from there, but at least they could hold off their vacation plans.
Shot clock at 2, and here's Curry for 3, and it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight, and no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Now here's Adebayo. And the 3 off target. From downtown, Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Larson. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Larson's got 5 now.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Pass to Santos. Now covers, and the layup is good.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Larson. Back to Powell. Fires the 3. Jaquez no good. The Warriors lead by 10. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count it.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for Miami, Bears checked in for Jaquez. Tyler Hero comes in for Powell. And it's Young in for Mitchell. And the Warriors making a change here. Now here's Young. Let's go with a three. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry passes to Horford. And Hero grabs the board.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Back to Ware. Hero outside. Pass to Young. Jacks up a three. Fires in the triple. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-6 run. There's Young with the three. Sinks the tray. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Curry. Keeps it alive. On the wing, Curry. Horford outside. Goes back up. Rebound Miami.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
There's Young with the three. Drills it from deep. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. From behind the arc, and the three-pointer goes. Arson's got 11 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Right wing, here's the lob, and Young with the block. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Miami out in front, up 1. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And get ready.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize. Thanks for tuning in. Now we.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Al Horford out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Curry in at the small forward position. And when you think of the league's point of attack pest, Davion Mitchell earns his keep defensively.
Well, we've all taken notice of that on-the-ball defense. He is one of the best in the league at that, but he is starting to find his scoring prowess in this league as well as he continues to improve his efficiency.
Great defender. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, he's solid from out there. Wiggins just producing year after year in this league.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Curry, no good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
For 3, Powell. Offensive board. Mitchell finds Hero. 4-3. Warriors with the rebound. Horford's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Curry. Curry splashes it in.
Well, if he gets this hot, it's very difficult to contain him. There are just so many ways Curry can beat you offensively.
Curry against Mitchell. It's Wiggins on the wing. Back to Powell. Miami moving it around. Hero for 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Shot is good by Curry.
Well, you know Curry's feeling it when he's pulling up off the dribble. The defense has to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Hero outside. Launches a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Takes the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Curry. The 17-footer. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Powell with the stuff.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Young, he's checked in for Miami. And Golden State also making a switch. Santos is checked in. The kick out, Curry. Stolen by Hero. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Wiggins passes to Hero. There's Young with the 3. Nails it from 3. And now it's an 11-point Miami lead.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Curry with it. Hero picks him up. Pass to Santos. Now here's Porzingis. From deep range, KP hits it.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Fires the 3. Young misses. Warriors trail by 8. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
That's tipped. And stolen by Adebayo.
This game will get even further away from them if they can't protect the ball.
Hero with it. Now guarded by Curry. The 3 is up. And Hero with the 3. Hero's got 11 here in the quarter alone. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Mitchell's checked in for Young. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo against Porzingis. Fades. Podziemski grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Now just a 5-point Miami lead.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Hero for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hero's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Pass to Santos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Hero. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jaime Jaquez, and Adebayo is out there with Khalil Ware. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Heat leading by 7. Pass to Ware. Here's Larson. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Santos has got 4 rebounds now. Over Mitchell, and again, it's Golden State.
In that mid-range area, it's important for Curry to have that quick release.
Curry against Mitchell from outside the arc. That's good from Jaquez on the assist by Mitchell. Jaquez has got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Santos, back to Curry, uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
And that one drops for him.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And the Heat making a change here. Hero's checked in. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Left side, Payton puts up a 3. The kick out, Curry. Pass to Santos. Melton outside. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And he knocks the jumper down. Melton's got his first points in this one. Miami leading by 6. Tries it from the top of the key. And Miami again with the bucket.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Warriors make some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Santos. Curry comes in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Melton. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Shot from the wing. Hero, no good. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Curry. Tipped.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
And Hero with the 3. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Heat leading by 8. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Curry. From downtown, the 3 is in.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless, Curry continues to add to his resume.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A different look for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Ware, and Norman Powell subbed in for Jaquez. Yes, it's good!
Clutch play by Horford. Rises to the challenge with confidence. This is what coaches love about him.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. They've led by as many as 11. Oh, Horford there with a board.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Now Curry to take the lead. Rebounded by Powell.
That's a great shot. It just hasn't been his night.
Outside Hero. He launches. Oh, the shot is off.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Davion Mitchell, second personal foul, third team foul.
Curry fires, buries it from outside.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
Book it, it goes.
That is a big part of Hero's role with this team, being a reliable bucket getter regardless of the situation.
Here's Porzingis. Curry surveys. Puts up the tray. The triple drops. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
And they're on the run. Curry! The putback. Now Porzingis. Curry outside. Takes a three. Nope.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Now Mitchell. Hero. Good. Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Well, you knew it would be Curry in crunch time. Everybody understood Curry was going to get...
And again for three.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Expect them to take their time to strip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Oh, the long ball, no good.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Here's Wiggins. Hero fires. Pass from downtown.
And Tyler Hero was born for these type of moments. That's why he gets the ball in the clutch.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a three here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Let's loose for three. It's good from beyond the arc.
It's what we've come to expect over and over again. Steph Curry coming up big.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Now Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Now Hero. Beyond the arc. The three is off. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Curry! And
to visualize this one because everything is falling.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
And let's see what they draw up.
And so